This shows you the location for D3 as a whole, which is right here, along with the location of Atelis down here. Right? So Atelis is a waterfront building. It's on the canal. This canal is basically the same as continuing from the Whitefield Harbor all the way down to the state. Right? So maybe there's only a few projects which are on the waterfront that are on sale right now, and this is going to add to that particular edition. But I think we are at a very attractive price point. And the other thing is that we are at a very good location compared to a lot of the other properties in the market. We're minutes away from the IFC, we're minutes away from the Khalifa and downtown Dubai Mall, we're minutes away from the Sanctuary right next door, Business City, all the other economic activities also that are happening around, and we're minutes away from the Dubai Airport as well. So this is where we're basically coming up with the new master plan, which will be a collection of 15 towers. We're starting off with this right here. Along with that, there is the design district, commercial spaces that exist as we speak. There's a couple of buildings that are being leased out. There will be more commercial buildings that will be added to the portfolio over here, which creates an ecosystem for everyone that is there, all the investors that are buying into, all the clients that are buying into to have future potential buyers, future potential tenants within the project. So obviously as a flagship building, the first thing that we focused on is to make it a little more iconic. So we kind of did something very interesting. We basically did an architectural competition between a few companies to give us renders, to give us designs for this project. And the one we selected is SOM. Now SOM, the reason why we mentioned the architect over here is because they've done something that's super iconic in Dubai. So what's probably the most iconic building in Dubai right now? Is any guesses? Sorry? That's there now, but it's probably going to be Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world. SOM is the architect for Burj Khalifa as well, right? So that's one of the projects they've done in Dubai, and that's the second project that they're doing over here. Along with that, for the interiors, we again wanted to do something special. So we went to KCA, and they are interior designers for Burj Khalifa. So we went to top names over here to make sure that we are with top names to get the best designs out, to get the best details from over here. So if you see the building over here, you see a lot of stone cladding that we do throughout the building. You see a lot of stone fluted marble or stone that is there on the outskirts and outside of the buildings. There are two pool levels. You've got one right here, another one down here. There's a full amenities floor with kids playing area, gym, and one of these amenities. So let's move on to see another render of the building. A hotel lobby kind of a drop-off area. Obviously, we have a double white space over here. This is the fluted stone design that I was talking about here on the other side. So there's a lot of hotel architectural features that we added to the property to keep it upscale, to bring it up to par with a lot of other properties around. So this is a view onto the building, or view from the building from the pool levels onto the other side of the business bay. That's a render onto the building. That's for the second floor. This is the pool level. This is over 20 meter lap pool. That's the pool on the ground level. So one thing we've done over here is, like, let's say a lot of communities around, you see buildings or high-rise buildings to accommodate for the parking, you get a lot of propane tankers, which kind of creates a very, for lack of a better word, like a unpleasing aesthetic from outside, right? Like when you have those parking lines. Here what we've done is we've pushed the building down, obviously, so now you have 3 floors of placement. So there's no ground level parking that you see. What that allowed us to do was to have the pool level almost on the same level as the water in front of us. So when you're in the pool, right, on the ground level over here, you're overlooking. So it kind of creates an infinity effect onto the pool on the ground level. So this is another shot. So you see the 2 pools. It's called one over here. So this is one, and then you have that cascading pool down here, which is 20 meters long, which is almost on the same level as the waterfront. So these are your lounging areas, right? And then all the landscaping. So this is another interesting feature we've added in shaded area which can be used as a barbecue area, sitting area. So basically the idea over here is to create a lot of communal space for people to come around from podium levels, from ground level, and the second level, and have a lot of space to kind of get along with all the other residents within the block. So here, notice from here that the building is open on kind of like three sides. We've got the front open, we've got the back of the building open as well. So all your one bedrooms have a good community. And all of these units that are on the side, these are the really special units in the building. So these are called skylines. We're starting at about 8.1, we're 38.1. We'll get into that in a bit. They all come with their own pool, right? So you've got this side that's open as well. So you kind of get like three sides open. They have views all around. Every single unit has one bedroom has a community view. All the buildings in line on the side and you will rise as well, so you can mostly keep your views open. Most of the two bedrooms are slated on the two bedrooms, all the three beds, they have a full Wi-Fi. So this kind of gives you an idea of what we're working on in terms of what's happening. So the accessibility is amazing. We've got about 4 to 5 different kitchen-based points taking you either onto a big room or towards downtown Atelis, right? And then obviously we've got multiple buildings that are within the project that will happen in the future. And then we've got an area over here on the top. If you see this area here, there will be 3 schools that will be coming up on this side. Within the master plan, we've got design district over here. These buildings are ready. There's more coming up over there. There's more coming up on this side. So that's why I meant by saying kind of creating a self-sustaining ecosystem within the project. So you have tenants and future buyers to get over here. So this project doesn't rely on things that are happening around. It's not self-sustained within itself. Right? And obviously a lot of companies are created on the waterfront over here. So we have birds with the island and all of these things like that. To put all of this into perspective, you see the design of the Mercedes brand designs, that's important. So if you're out on site trying to check out what your product is, you kind of look at that. And this is where the building's coming up. It's a plot next door, that's the hospitality cost of the hotel next door. This is giving you an idea on the ground floor of all the amenities that are happening within this area. So there's a lot that's happening. There's a lot that's happening in this building. It's a small building, but it's only 280 units. So what we have done over here, which you'll see in the later slide, is that our average sizes or just overall sizes are a lot larger or larger than the average on the market. So this is very good for us, which you can get your accounts obviously, and we're getting access to a larger unit. That's on the second floor. Again, that's the only wellness facility, pools, lounge. All of these are amenities that are available on the second floor. This is the entrance lobby. Double height open space over here. See all the cladding on the wall. That's what I like. It's a 5-star hotel lobby. You have to make sure that you classify the square within that level. There's a lot of comparison. I've been speaking to quite a few persons yesterday, and there's a comparison made to some projects which is working. We can obviously speak about that off camera. There are some projects that you can compare it to. It's wrong to get the price per square foot wrong. It's not the quality level that you're comparing it to, and it's not the right level that you're comparing it to. So we have to make sure that if we're drawing comparison, we compare it with the right products in the market. This again, multi-purpose room. The gym, again, high-end equipment that goes with the gym. So, going down to the residence, you can see marble backsplash, double cladding on the kitchen counters and everything, floor to ceiling windows throughout. So one good thing we have done within the floor plans, let me try to go here. Okay. So what we've done right here for most of the units, actually for all of the 3 beds, we've kept the way the floor plans are done, we've kept the living room and the dining room in one line, where both the living and the dining room face the wall or face the view side. We push the kitchen back. It's very important. A lot of designs which you'll see is it's like a very long rectangular floor plan. And then what happens is your living room gets a full view, but the dining room is out. Right here, what we try to do is we try to maximize the view from the bedrooms, from the living room, from the kitchen areas, and there's always a straight view into the water about the sizes, have a look at the size down there, 906 square foot. So generally, in a lot of the designs that you see around, you're looking at 700, 750, 800 at best. We're looking at about 900 square foot over here. So for something like this to be around the 2.1 mark is actually a pretty good deal. That's the 2-bedroom over here without the main room, and that's 1,400 square foot. So again, better larger or a little bigger than average. Last one, 2-bedroom plus main, 2,000 square foot, which is generally around 1,400 square foot in the market. So we have a larger size again. 2,268 square foot for a 3-bed. So these are some of the typical designs. There is plus or minus some of the typical designs that are like this. Again, larger than average. That's a 4-bedroom at almost 3,000 square foot. As you can see, it's not like we wasted a lot of space with comparison. Our things are not that big. So if you see over there, that's 530 square foot. So it's still about 2,500 square foot. So these are skydivers. The skydivers, there are 3 of them. They come with a double height ceiling. They have a private pool, large shutters. They're all about 6,000 square foot. You have one on the 14th floor. You have another one on the 25th. And then the third one on the highest one on the 36th floor. That's all in the market to get the already shown. That's the penthouse. There's 2 of them on the top 2 floors. Let's get down. So this is the important slide that you kind of need to have. Take some pictures. It's there in the market in anyway, but this is something that should be enlightened. So this is what I want you to see. It's just 280 units. We have interest rating. What I want to really emphasize on right now is register your clients as soon as possible. If you're speaking to someone, you have their name, you have their names, and just because what you see happen in a lot of cases is that you speak to a client today, right? And then the client confirms for a day, 2 days, 3 days, they go for lunch, and you just at that time, there's no going to be a high probability of the right token at the right time. So register them now, register as many as possible, and register as fast as possible. We have opened up the advice for full floor, where they will be taking that at the end of the week. There is no deadline to that anymore. It's at the end of the week. We will be announcing the launch date very soon, and the launch date will be very soon. This is the payment plan. So that's 75-25, 20% down. Right, so guys, apart from the registrations or the link that has been shared, there is a UI process that is going on, which is full course document. It requires the 1 million check, which is actually taking a manager check and a regular check, or they have to answer on the monthly periods. And then obviously, if they do the form, there's a UI form. Get in touch with your sales, your RM, or someone you can touch with, and submit the UI as soon as possible for the full course. Currently, any questions?